back to New Year, new butt. We are going to move on this week with plie squats. Tune into the dancer in you because it's just a fancy way of saying we're going to turn the squat out. So let's start with our feet. You're going to have external rotation in your thighs as opposed to what we did the other day, which was the internal rotation. So external rotation, very important. You want to roll from the top of your thigh back. So you can even take your hands and make sure this rotation happens at the hip socket, right here. Okay, so you don't want to just start jamming your knee back. You want to make sure it happens at the top of the leg. And you're going to move your legs a little wider than hip distance. Now, I don't need Baryshnikov. I don't need the toes to be directly out to the side. They can be a little more towards me at, say, 45, 60-degree angle. I'm not that good in geometry, was not my strong subject. So anywhere where you feel comfortable and doesn't feel like you're twerking on your hips and most importantly, your knees. So when you bend down, and make sure the knees track over the ankles. So as soon as you notice if your knees are, see how they're coming forward here, you can take the backs of your hands and push them against the knees to open up. Roll to the outer edge of the foot and really move the knees back in space so they're over the ankles. Does that make sense? Yes. And again, that rotation is happening right here, so you can always do that little check. Are you wrapping around and under? And right away, you're gonna feel the glutes activate. So just sit in this a while. Get comfortable. Wiggle in it. You can move side to side a little bit. Good. And now we're just going to take plie squats. So take the arms to second position if you can. So we're going to be a little bit ballerina-esque about it. And as you draw up, the heels are going to energetically move in. So feel like you're drawing the heels together to bring the inner thighs up and into the groin. You're pushing down into the floor to rise up. Just like a tree grows taller, right? They send their roots down into the earth to lift up taller. You want to do the same thing in this. So you're going to go down, push down through the earth to lift taller. Nice tall spine. And one thing that you'll notice that's different about this than from the squats earlier is my butt doesn't go back and my chest come forward. That's completely different than the plie squats. You keep the tailbone underneath you nice and long, belly to spine. Down. Now breathe. I didn't give you much time to breathe here. Inhale. Shh. Nice. Keep the shoulder blades pulling down the back so the arms are just kind of floating in space with the strength of the back. Down and push. Feel like those heels are drawing together every time. Navel to spine, chest open. Let's do 2 more here, and then we're going to take a variation. Remember those pulses? We're going to do the same thing here. Go down for 3. 1, 2, 3, and lift up. Squeeze the glutes as you come up. You're really going to feel this in the thighs, the hips, the butt. Why do you think dancers have such nice legs and nice booties? Good, squeeze it up. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 1 more together. I'm going to show you another variation. Now let's lift the right heel as you come up and really push through the ankle. Really force that arch. Do you see that nice arch? And you want to make sure to stay between the second and the third toe, that you're not rolling forward or back. Keep that weight centered between the second and the third toe, and you're going to hold it here. And then you're going to switch and lift the other foot, again pressing in. So we're going to get some calf work in here. What's a beautiful booty without beautiful lower legs? Yeah, you got to have the whole package. Arms can relax if they want. So it's just as important that we work our feet as well as every other part of the body. Also working the calves here. You'll notice I'm not transferring my weight. I'm going straight up and simultaneously switching my feet. Really going to feel this in the ankles. If you wear heels all day, this might hurt a little bit, but you want to make sure you work through the ligaments, the tendons, the muscles in the feet so they don't become stiff and rigid. You've got to carry us through the rest of our lives. Now I'm going to bring both heels up in balance. I can bring the arms up. I can do little pulses here. Again, and straighten up. So many variations. You'll go right, let's go left, let's go both. Now let's pulse up, 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 up. You have 4, 3, 2, 1, working on balance. Whew. I'm going to show you 1 more advanced variation. Remember, you have plenty of time to work on these. You can always come back here, do it again. Just pick it up anytime you feel like it. So you're going to transfer your weight to your right and lift your left leg into what we call passe. You're going to lift, pull up and in and balance. Down and opposite foot. So you're really going to have to squeeze into the midline of the body. Notice where my toe is going. Right to my knee or below it. So you can be at the ankle. It's not about how high you go. It's more about the placement of the foot, working side to side, moving dynamically through the pose, working the legs and keeping the balance in the core. Let's do 2 more after this. You've got 2, squeeze up and into the midline of the body. 1, whoo. Beautiful job, guys. You are gonna look like ballerinas in no time. Keep working on this plie series and we'll be moving on next week.